beautiful creative people. This is Kyla Givehand of Giving Hands Creative, and I'm coming to you today for Book in a Day 38. Today is Sunday, September 22nd, and it's a little bit afternoon, about 12:16. And I'm not going to talk a lot at the beginning of the video because I have some information and exciting news to share with you at the end. So I'm actually just going to go over really quickly. I've been thinking a lot about cards, stickers, words. I don't know. So those things are going to show up in today's book. I'm trying to keep it fairly simple. I also want to use some of my old artwork projects that I've cut pieces off of and have pieces laying around. And I found these two pieces of what is called tan board. Some people call it matte board. I think this particular one is called tan board because of its color. It's tan, and because it is not as thick as matte board. So in the book art world, we call it tan board. And I had these two pieces left over from another project that I was working on, not a book in a day project. And so I thought, they're already cut. They're already the exact same size. Can't I just use these? So I'm going to use these two for my covers for whatever book I'm making. And I think I'm actually going to make something fairly simple, like a fan book or something. So I'm again going to use boards that were already pre-cut from another project. They were waste from another project. And I think you all have seen, I think you've seen this box of stuff before. It's sort of the box I just shove everything into when I have bits and pieces of paper or leftover pieces from projects. So that's what this box is, and I'm going to pull some pieces out of this to construct the book for today. Alright, so let's just jump right in, and I will see you on the other side of book 38, where I have some wonderful and exciting news to share with you about things happening over here at Giving Hands Creative. Alright, thanks so much for watching. I'll see you at the end of book 38. So the sun is starting to shift and it's casting an odd shadow onto my desk. So I am going to try my best to get this in the sunny part of my desk so that you can see the last three pieces go on. And of course, I did most of this off camera because this is actually a pretty time-consuming part of this book. Getting all these pieces on and getting them straight, which I realized I actually did not do. And I realized it, you know, a little bit too late. And I also made a huge mistake, which I'll show you at the end, or towards the end, before I do what I think is going to be a fix for it. We'll see if I can actually fix it. So the key to putting these flags on, or these little cards, is to make yourself a little template like this. Yeah, lighting's really bad, folks, sorry. So the little template just lets you know where to put the first set. Once you have the first set in place, they really just follow along with one another. Try not to put them down in the wrong spot like I just did. But they really just kind of follow along with each other. Or that is the idea anyway. Can't guarantee you that I've done that properly throughout this book. I've had some challenges getting everything straight. Then I started to realize that my accordion was starting to buckle a little bit because of my lack of attention to it as I was putting each little card down. So the double-sided tape really helps and makes it a lot easier than if you were trying to use glue. I can't imagine trying to put those little card flags on with glue. So the idea is that you would have, ideally, you would have equal spacing between the top set of cards. Oh yeah, the lighting is really bad, guys, sorry. I actually might stop filming and come back when the sun has shifted. I think it's bouncing off the building across from me, so that's making it really difficult to show you anything. But I am going to do a quick sort of show you how the book opens and what it'll look like. So this will be the front of the book. And like I said, I realized that my accordion, all that work I did to keep it straight, I realized as I was going through that I actually skewed it by not paying attention as I was putting these pieces together. So anyway, the idea is that the book is a flag book, and I think earlier in the video I say fan book. Totally not that. It's a flag book, and it does a flip like that. It's one of my favorite structures. I think I say that about every structure. But anyway, so I'm actually going to, my brain is about to burst a little bit, so I'm actually going to go to the gym for a little bit and try to give my brain a chance to just rest. And when I come back, while I'm at the gym, I'm going to think about whether or not I was originally going to do content using stickers, word stickers, little tiny ones, and just put one word on each of these little cards, the middle, just the center ones, because I really do like the image that was on the original piece. So that's the plan, is to maybe put content words on this, maybe even try to make a sentence with them. And then I need to put the boards on, which I have somewhere. Where are you? Okay. So the boards will go on in this manner. Oh yeah, that is such a horrible job on the accordion spine. Even though it was all nice and straight when I started, because I wasn't paying attention as I was sticking these flags on, it is quite askew. which is going to pose a little bit of a challenge when I go to put the boards on, but it'll be fine. It'll work itself out, I hope. Yeah, this should be interesting. So I think my boards might be a little big, actually. Alright, so I'm going to work on, I'm actually going to go to the gym and settle my brain a little bit. But the idea is that these will be adhered to the covers. The book will be adhered to the cover so that there's a hard cover support, and when you open the book, you know, ultimately it'll look like that. Which I know you really can't see right now because of the sun. Okay, so I'm going to head over to the gym and think about if there's any possible way for me to rectify my accordion issues, which, you know. Okay, so I want to, before I go any further, I want to show you the little mistake that I made and how I'm going to fix it. So as I was putting one of these, you know, using my bone folder to put one of these in, I went too deep into the crease and it made a, I don't know if you'll be able to see it because I've kind of doctored it a little bit with some glue, but it made a little bit of a hole. Yeah, I'm not going to be able to show it on camera, but there's a little bit of a slit right in this section. And just to, you can see here on the back where that little white part is, that's where it is. And so to fix that, this accordion spine piece was longer than it needed to be, so I cut off a piece originally, and I almost threw this away, which I never throw anything away, but I almost threw this away. So the way I'm going to fix this is I'm actually going to take this and just pop it right, I'm going to glue it on right into the spine of, or right into the peaks and valleys of the accordion. So I want to center it as much as I can. It doesn't have to be perfectly centered, but I would like it to be somewhat symmetrical. I'm not going to fret over it too much though. So that's my plan, is to put that there, and then, so in essence the spine will almost have like a double banded look, which I quite like. So I'm not too sad about it. I am sad that I made that mistake, but it's all good. We're working with it. Okay, so then my covers are going to be adhered just by, you know, connecting these. And then I'll put a piece over the top of that to cover that. I don't know what piece yet. And I still haven't been to the gym, by the way, but I'm going. So that'll go in there like that. This piece will go on the back. And ladies and gentlemen, we will have a book at some point when I return. Okay, so that's sort of what the spine will look like with that added piece. And I actually quite like it. It gives it a little bit of dimension. I might put some distress stain on this white part of that little piece, but again, I'm gonna go ahead and go to the gym before I talk myself out of not going. Which is very, very easy to do. Okay, so I'm going to actually put these two pieces. I'm gonna go ahead and adhere this piece, the little additional spine, so it can be drying while I'm away. And when I get back from the gym, I will put the boards on and finish up the book. See you in a bit. Okay, so let me do a quick time check. It is, I need to get that off my screen, 8:55 p.m. And so yeah, I did a bunch of stuff: gym, shower, dinner. But I'm also, before I went to the gym, I was able to get that additional piece on the back that I talked about to try and cover up the hole that I created by pressing too hard with my bone folder. I got the covers on. So the covers are on and attached to both sides. Now the only three things I need to do are, I cut this little piece, which is, which was one of the leftover pieces from the cards that are in here. And I think I'm going to use that as my little title card, place it right here on the front. Just don't know which side I'm going to use yet. So that, I cut that out. And then I think you just saw me cut this strip of paper because I need paper for the inside of this. And I don't want to use the same color I already have, so I'm going to use something different. So I just need to measure that, glue it on, glue on my title card, and then I'm thinking about using stickers for the words. And I just need to find them. So once I find the stickers that I'm thinking about using just for this middle section, then yeah, the book will be done, completed. Okay, so that's what I'm going to do, and I'll meet you back on the other side. Okay, beautiful people. Book 38 is done. It's 9:40 in the evening and it's done. Yay. So I'm calling this one Embark, and it's kind of a play on several things. The starting of a journey, the idea of this paper being a lot like trees and the word bark. I don't know. This sticker stood out to me for those reasons when I was looking for a sticker that could be used as the title. So the book can be read several ways, as a traditional sort of codex book, where you just open and flip each page individually, create the, let's see if I can do that, life you want to have, and then the colophon is on the back. The other way is to let the book do the thing it does as a flag book and read them all as once. I really like the structure a lot because of that. So I did fix this accordion. I had a little glitch there, and I covered it up by using just another piece of the same paper as another banded accordion. So this book, I like the sort of visual appeal of this book. I like these little flags and the way they do that. So that's book 38. That's it. I mean, it was fairly simple to make. I probably could have done it in a lot shorter time had I not taken so much time in the middle to, go do the life stuff. But I think for this past week, last weekend and then this week, I really have been dealing a lot with the idea of how my journey has unfolded, just my life in general, but also my creative journey. So that has been an interesting sort of thing to explore and think about. I've been free writing a lot about it every morning. That workshop I took a weekend ago with Tracy Bautista really sort of confirmed for me that I'm on the right track, on the right path, and gave me a lot of things to think about. So earlier in this video, I talked about the fact that there are tons of things to tell you all. So if you're not subscribed to the newsletter, there's lots of stuff you don't know. I did send out the monthly newsletter recently, and I talked a lot about all the different things I have going on. I have 12 books in a solo show at the Mills College Book Art Department Pocket Gallery, which I wrote about a blog post about this if you're interested to just sort of understand what that all means and why it's even a big deal to me. It's probably not a big deal to anyone else in the world, but it's a pretty big deal to me, and I talk about that on the blog. So the solo exhibit is up, and I think it'll be up until the end of the month, maybe mid-October. The other thing is I have 2 new courses launching, two new online courses. I have 2 courses, 2 workshops, live workshops coming up pretty soon in end of October and November, and then in November. What else do I have going on? Oh, I just launched the online store where you can actually buy kits for some of the Book in a Day books. So I've been making all these books. Folks have been asking me about supplies, materials. Well, what about this? Where do you get this? And then I don't remember what, I feel like I woke up in the middle of the night and was just like, I should just provide kits for people if they want to make the Book in a Day books. So oftentimes I'm using things I have here at my house that are, I usually have multiples. For instance, in this particular book, these little cards are my own art, and I would encourage someone to use their own artwork for that, for this kind of book, also for the spine. But what I can and will provide, and I'll just show you what a kit might look like. So, for instance, for this book, the kit would include the 21 cards that you need already cut to size. You would have to, of course, do your artwork on them. The boards, the 2 tan boards already cut to size for you. And then the page that you need for the accordion spine, which also would be already cut for you. So you'd get these 3 blank sheets. And then I probably would throw in some stickers just in case you wanted to use them, and just for fun, I throw in a pack of stickers for you. I actually use the Tim Holtz stickers for this particular book, but there are tons of other stickers out there that are just word stickers that you could totally use. And I probably would throw in a glue stick, right? Because you really need a glue stick. I recommend double-sided tape. But I don't think you want to pay me what it would cost to get double-sided tape in a kit. So I throw in a glue stick for you. So just something fairly simple like that. And then I probably would put in some sort of paper for you. Probably not, it wouldn't be this exact same paper, but some sort of decorated similar paper to this, and then just a plain paper for this. And of course those would be optional because, again, you might not want this particular cover, right? But the kits are like that. They include the materials to make the book and a PDF instruction sheet that walks you through step by step, gives you all the dimensions, gives you everything else. So if you wanted to create the book again without the kit, you totally could do that as well. So that's up, and not all 38 books are available as kits, but there are several of them right now. And as I go through each book and I see that that I have extra materials, for instance, for some reason I already had a ton of this paper left over, blank paper from the sheet. So I made some artwork on some of these, and then I had these left over. So there's a good bit of them. This is just one stack of this paper that's left over. So when I have those sort of leftovers like that, I'm going to, make a kit and let folks have this experience at home and make something beautiful. I think at the end of every video I say, go out and create something beautiful today. So I'm giving you some materials to do that with, and I hope folks will join in and start making books and posting their photos and just joining in on this journey of creating. We're almost at the end of the year. I'm almost to book 40, which means once I get to 40, I'll be 12 books away, and that is blowing my mind in so many ways. So anyway, the kits are up. Also on the shop, I have some art journal starter kits, and I'll do something like that every couple months here or there. I have some collage kits, and then a new and exciting product coming out that I'm not ready to introduce on this video tonight, but you'll see a video in a couple of days on that. What else do I have going on? Tons of stuff. So if you're not signed up for my newsletter, please go to the website, sign up for the newsletter so you can see all the wonderful things that are happening over at Giving Hands. I'm going to be working with some young folks in the next few weeks here, just talking about books and chatting and sitting down with them. So just lots of different things happening here, and I feel truly blessed and humbled by all of it. And I'm so honored for all of you who are still following me, especially those people who've been sticking with me and following from the first week of January. You are real troopers, and I totally appreciate you. You have no idea. So yeah, check out all the different things that I've got going on. Again, sign up for the newsletter so you can stay apprised of all that's happening. I might be coming to your area to give a workshop pretty soon, so stay tuned for that. So again, Kyla Givehand signing off for book 38, for Book in a Day. And yeah, we're calling it Embark. So I hope that you've enjoyed watching the video, that you will subscribe to the YouTube channel. Come join us over at the givinghands.ning.com site. Follow the blog. Join me on Instagram. All the many places we can find each other and connect to each other on the internet. I look forward to seeing you there. Go out and create something beautiful today. Thanks so much for watching.